Good evening. I'm bringing you a developing story tonight. A fatal school bus crash has claimed lives, and officials are now briefing the public. We also have Tiger Woods behind bars, a landmark ruling against big tech, and more. Let's get right to it. We begin with breaking news. Authorities are holding a press conference following a fatal school bus crash. Details are still coming in, but we know lives have been lost. Emergency crews responded to the scene, and investigators are now working to determine what caused this tragedy. Officials took to the podium just a short time ago, addressing the families and the community. The focus right now is on identifying victims, notifying next of kin, and preserving the crash site for a full forensic review. Parents in the area have been directed to a reunification center. School bus crashes in the United States kill an average of 6 school-age passengers each year, according to NHTSA data. Every one of them is a gut punch to a community. As more details emerge, we will bring them to you. The question tonight: what safety measures failed, and could this have been prevented? Now to a story that is making headlines around the world tonight. Golf legend Tiger Woods is in jail, charged with driving under the influence after a rollover crash on Jupiter Island, Florida. The 15-time major champion was taken into custody following the single-vehicle accident. According to authorities, Woods was involved in a rollover crash on the island, an affluent Barrier Island community in Martin County. Officers arriving at the scene determined he was impaired. Woods was transported and booked into the Martin County Jail. No other vehicles were involved. This is not the first time Woods has faced trouble behind the wheel. In 2017, he was found asleep at the wheel in Jupiter, Florida, and blamed a reaction to prescription medications. In 2021, he suffered severe leg injuries in a high-speed crash in Los Angeles. Woods is 50 years old and was recently seen competing on the PGA Tour. Can his legacy survive another chapter like this? Turning to Washington. The White House is firing back at a Politico report claiming that acting ICE Director Todd Lyons was hospitalized multiple times due to stress. The administration called the report, and I'm quoting here, inaccurate trash, and flatly denied the allegations. Lyons has been a central figure in the administration's aggressive immigration enforcement push. The White House emphasized that he remains fully engaged in his duties and is playing a key role in advancing border policy. Politico has stood by its reporting. This is a familiar pattern. Administration pushes back hard, outlet stands firm, and the public is left to sort it out. What matters here is whether the leadership of ICE is stable and functional during one of the most active enforcement periods in recent memory. Is the pressure of this role sustainable at this pace? This next story could reshape the tech industry. A jury has found Meta and YouTube liable for harming children through their platforms. It is a historic first, the first time a jury has held major social media companies directly responsible for damage to young users. Legal experts are calling this a big tobacco moment for big tech. Thousands of similar cases are pending across the country, and this verdict could open the floodgates. Families have long argued that these platforms are designed to be addictive, particularly for minors, and that the companies knew it. This ruling sends a clear signal. For years, tech companies have hidden behind Section 230, arguing they aren't responsible for user behavior. A jury just said otherwise. With thousands of cases in the pipeline, the financial exposure for these companies could be enormous. Will this finally force Silicon Valley to redesign its platforms with kids' safety as the default? And finally tonight, fair warning if you don't like spiders. Giant golden Joro spiders, with leg spans up to 4 inches, are spreading across the eastern United States. Researchers at Penn State say the spiders could reach Pennsylvania this summer. Originally from East Asia, Joro spiders were first spotted in Georgia around 2013. They've been moving steadily northward ever since. Before you panic, experts say these spiders are shy, rarely bite, and pose virtually no health risk to humans. Their venom is too weak to cause harm. So the science is clear, they're harmless. But try telling that to someone who walks into a 4-inch spider web on their front porch in July. The Joro spider is here to stay, and it's heading your way. The real question, are you ready to share your backyard with a spider the size of your palm? That's going to do it for this edition of Apex News. A tragedy on the roads, a legend in handcuffs, big tech held accountable, and nature reminding us who was here first. I'm your anchor. Stay informed, stay sharp, and we'll see you next time.